Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my kiddos. And this is episode 164. Yep, 164. I got my coffee, guys. Guess what? Guess what? It's in my summer sock camp mug. And I found pumpkin spice creamer. I found it. Oh, it's the best. So my favorite brand is the Coffee Mate pumpkin spice creamer. That is the one that I cherish the most. Lighting is really weird today. Sorry about that. There's nothing I can do besides like wait another hour to podcast, and I just don't want to wait. I just want to do it and get this uploaded. So this is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crocheting, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. If you are new, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I will have all the show notes right down there. Links to where you can find me. I'm most active on Instagram. I'll have my Ravelry group where I'm hosting the Knit All the Felici 2022 Cal. All the rules are over there. It ends August 31st. What else? I'll have bags, patterns, yarns, what I'm reading and watching. I'll have all of that right down there. So I had a little bit of a fiasco, I guess is the right word, with the coffee creamer. So on Monday, my mom texted me and she said, "Look what I found." And she sent me a picture of pumpkin spice creamer. And I was like, oh, yay. I was excited because we live like about an hour away from each other. And I was like, all right, I'm getting groceries on Thursday. It's going to be there. And when I went to get groceries, it was not there. I was like, great. So I had a little bit of FOMO. But then, for some odd reason, the stars aligned. And when I got groceries, I forgot like the one important thing that I buy every week. Bread. I didn't buy bread. I looked at it and I, grabbed something else. And I totally forgot bread. And I'm like, well, I have to go back to the store because we need bread. So I went to Walmart and they had the pumpkin spice creamer. They had one bottle left. I wanted to get two, but they only had one. So I'm crossing my fingers that my store has it this time. If not, I probably have enough for 2.5 weeks. So, pumpkin spice creamer! So that's my little coffee creamer story. Today is, I was going to say August. Today is July 31st, 2022. It is the last day of July. So I will share my stash stats. I will also share my knitting plans for August. What else do I have? I have two finished objects. 2 whips. And a little bit of stash. I opened the rest of my advent calendar, Yarn Cafe Creations calendar. That is all done. Sad. So I will show the rest of those. And I will show my DVD yarn, my Desert Vista Dye Works for August. I have a plan. I talked about last week. Scratching that plan. We're doing something else. We'll talk about that later. Oh, so good. I'm going to try not to. Every time I take a sip, I'm just like, so excited. I think I found that on, was it Thursday? Yes. I bought it like Thursday afternoon, so then Friday. So I've only had like 2 cups of coffee with that creamer, and I'm like, I get so excited when I take a sip. All right, finish object number 1. I finished my mom's Christmas socks. Yep, so these are from my mom. I decided I'm just going to give them to her next time I see her so that she has them, so she is ready for Christmas. So I told her she can wear them whenever she wants. She can wear them in September, October, November. She's probably not going to wear them till after Thanksgiving. She likes to do Christmas stuff after Thanksgiving. That's her rule. This is West Yorkshire Spinners in the candy cane colorway. I knit myself a pair of these, I don't remember, a year or two ago? I don't remember, but I have a pair. So we now have matching Christmas socks. Yeah, 64 stitches, 12 rows of 2x2 rib. Afterthought heel. I do a cut in afterthought heel. I do not use I do not use waist yarn. And my toe and my heel are the same pattern. I think it's a wedge toe. I think that's what it's called. And I did 5 rows before I started my decreases for these. So yes, and I forgot last week, I even wrote down in my show notes, I've been keeping track how many socks I knit for summer sock camp. Summer sock camp. This is the first year's mug. So that's where that's from. I forgot to say. So I had 2 finished pairs of socks last week, and I even wrote down what number they were, and I forgot to tell you. Wow, and the sun goes down now. Now the lighting's better. So this is pair number 16. 16 pairs of socks for summer sock camp so far. So last time I had 14 and 15, and this is 16, and I have 17 on the needles. We have like 4 more weeks left of summer sock camp. Is it 4 weeks? I don't know. I think 4 weeks. 1 more month. I think it ends August 31st. So, I don't know. I'm just going to keep chugging along. I know some of you said 28, I think. I don't know if I'm going to get there. Because I got sidetracked with other projects, but I don't know. 16 in 2 months. That's pretty good, in my opinion. But at any rate, I am going to keep on chugging along with the socks. Yeah, I think that's it. So that is that is FO number 1. FO number 2 is a big boy. Can you guess what it is? I finished it, guys. I stopped it. I ended it because, look at this thing. So this is Stephen West's Painting Bricks blanket. I held Stroll double for a DK weight. It's a DK weight pattern. I used US 7s. Pretty sure 7s. This is 3 pounds of yarn. I weighed it. I'll talk about, I'm going to do stash stats after my finished objects here, because I'll talk about how much meters this was. But yeah, 3 pounds of yarn, equivalent to 3 pounds. You're supposed to do 78 color stripes. I did 60. I'm pretty sure I did 60, and I said this is enough. I wanted to do 78, but it's already 3 pounds. If I did, yes, it was 60. So I had to do 18 more color stripes to make it the full pattern. And I think 18 stripes I measured. I don't remember. It was at least, I don't know, probably 20 more inches of blanket. And I'm like, it's already big enough. It covers my feet, and it comes up to my neck. It's perfect. So, and it's superwash yarn, so this thing is going to grow as I use it. But yeah, this is what 3 pounds of yarn looks like. Oh, that side's pretty too. Oh, my arm hurts. So this is it folded in quarters. So, oh, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, let's not spill my precious pumpkin spice coffee. Oh, look at this. So yeah, the main color is ash. And then I just used random skeins, scraps of stroll that I had from previous projects. And the good thing about this blanket is I had enough gray to do the whole blanket, but I decided to end early. So now I can make a painting bricks shawl. That's gonna happen because I have enough yarn for it. I don't know when it's gonna happen. Depends on when I finish my penguono. I don't like to have too many big projects on the needles. It stresses me out. So maybe after I finish my penguono. But yeah, I'm going to probably do the same thing here. I'm just going to do random colors. I have the pattern. I have the yarn. It's so tempting to cast on, but I think I'll take a break from the painting bricks pattern. But yeah. So I think I added, from last week, I added 5 stripes. Oh, yeah, my stitch markers are still in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So there, I was there last week. So I added this much and I said, okay, I'm done. And I ended with this, my favorite greens. So, yep. I am ready for winter now. Yeah, there really isn't much to say about that, except it's ginormous and it's 3 pounds of yarn. And I cast this on May 9th, and I finished it, I don't know what, I finished it on Monday, so whatever date Monday was, July 26th? Let's see. I can look at my show notes here. Is it 26 or 27? Nope, 25th. I was close. So, yep, May 9th to July 25th. So, this is the fastest blanket I've probably ever knitted in my life. It's about 3 months. I'm going to say 3 months. Nice. Go me. So that is all of my finished objects. Excuse me. All right, I think we're going to pause before we do the whips, and we'll do stash down stats for July. This is a year-long knit-along where you just pretty much stash meters. The only rule is that you have to use yarn that was purchased before January 1st, 2022. So it's just knit along to get you to use your stash. And I'm here for that. Because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a lot. This is most of my yarn. Is that a lot? Anyway, so July, stash down stats for July. I knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I knit 7 socks. Let's see, 5 of those were shorties. Yep, 5 shorties, 2 longer leg socks, and my blanket. So that is what I did. So the total is 7,455 meters for July. Yay! So the blanket was almost 6,000 meters. 5,973 meters. Bam. So I'm kind of kicking myself. It's like, maybe I should have just kept going. That's okay. You know what? That rest of that yarn will be used. It will be either cast on in September? I don't know, because the Stephen West Knit Along is approaching in October. So, I don't know. We will see. But I've wanted that painting brick shawl for a long time. And now that I have the yarn in my stash, I could just go for it. But if I cast it on, I have to finish it before October, because I can't have 2 shawls on the needles. I don't know, maybe August will be cast on all the things because, yeah, I have lots of stuff that's going to be cast on this month. Okay, so that is my stash down stats. Oh, I didn't tell you what my total was for the whole year. Pause. My goal was 50,000 for the whole year. Oh, man, this light is really bothering me. Sorry if it's bothering you. My total for the year so far is 37,236. I don't know. I'm just going to keep on chugging along. We have, what, 5 more months left? August, September, October, November. We have 5 months left. I don't know. I don't know. You will see. I'm going to keep going. If I finish my penguono, I'm hoping that will be lots and lots of meters because I am holding 3 strands of fingering weight together. So, ooh, it's going to be a big one. So if I finish that and another shawl before the end of the year, I might get it. Usually my shawls are like 1,000 meters, usually. So we will see. I'm going to keep chugging. If I don't hit the 50, I don't care. I am pretty impressed by what I've done so far. And this is only, we still have 5 months left. Okay, now we're going to go into whips. I'm using my new bag. Oh, I love this bag so much. The viewer did contact me, and I thanked them. And I will thank them again. Oh, I love this bag. This is Stitching Plaza. Stitching Plaza. You probably can't read that, but I didn't know that the top was like glittery. Oh. Nice. Oh, and this one, I have a hoe. This doesn't happen very often. So pause. I don't know how this is going to work because it has stitch markers on it still. Not prepared. We'll see how this goes. Nope, wrong way. Heel is on the other side. There we go. Get it on there all nice and pretty. I have a hoe. It's a magic heel sock. Oh, I love it. So this is Knitpicks Felici in the Zen. I think it's Zen. Yes, Zen. Knitpicks Felici. I got this in fall of 2021. This was the last batch in the fall color. Fall last year. Oh, and I'm kicking myself for not getting another one. Or another 2 skeins. I keep doing that, you know. Oh, I like this color. I want a pair of socks for me. Lisa, how many socks do you need? Really? If you're curious about my markers, I will link a video down below. But these are for my youngest. She really liked I knit a pair, I don't know, a month ago. And she liked them. So I modified the pattern a little bit. From the last pair, I added 10 more rows. After she tried it on, I'm like, you need a little bit more foot. So I added 10 rows from the last pair that I did. And here is the second sock. So I knit mine magic loop cuff down. I use a US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. These are Chiaogoo red lace, 32-inch cord. I do 12 rows of 2x2 rib. So I have like, let's see, about 7 rows, and then I start my heel portion. So, I'm so excited. So yeah, I cast these on Friday. And I finished this yesterday. And this is how much I got done. Yeah, I finished these like before dinner, and then I did this like after dinner and at night. Bam. I did have the cuff already cast on. from Friday. I think Friday I cast on both cuffs, or Thursday. I don't remember which day it was, but yes. Oh, I love these. I love the magic heel sock. I haven't tried it on myself, but I like these ones for my kiddos because their feet are still growing. At least my youngest. My oldest, I think her foot is like, she's not gonna, it'll probably grow a little bit more, but she can wear the same pattern of socks that I make for myself. And she still has a little room in them. So this is what that looks like. Not on a blocker. It looks kind of wonky. But yeah. This is the magic sock. Magic heel sock. I will have the pattern linked down below. And I really love this colorway. Oh. Oh, and we have to pause for a second. Did you guys see on Stephen West's Instagram that he came out with the Garter Marler cardigan? Why does he do this to me? Why does he do this to me? So I have that in my brain too. So that's part of the reason why I'm like, I need to cast on more Felici. Because I knit the Garter Marler sweater, the pullover version. If you've been with me for a while, you've seen it already. And I used all Knitpicks Felici scraps, and I absolutely loved how that turned out. It was beautiful, scrappy goodness. You hold 2 strands of Felici together, at least that's what I did. Oh, need to stretch. And then he came out with the cardigan version, and I'm like, oh my word, I need that. And I don't have enough Felici scraps. I don't. I have enough to probably get me started. So you might see, and actually technically I really need to knit through some of this because they're going to come out with new colors in the fall. Like probably November-ish. So I need to make room. So you might be seeing more Felici. So yeah, now I'm like, I'm in a pickle, another knitting pickle, because I think these last 2 rows are old colors. So I can knit, if I knit all those, I can use those for the stash down stats. But any of these new ones I cannot count because I purchased them this year. So if I try to knit through that, it won't count towards stash down. But the cardigan, up. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Maybe I'll cheat. I shouldn't cheat. So this is why next year I'm going to do this dash down stats the way I've been doing it, but I'm going to do it for anything that I knit, whether I purchased it a month ago or 3 years ago, because with the stash down, it's holding me back from casting those new colors on, and I don't like that. So we will see what happens. Maybe I'll finish my penguono and I'll have like 10,000 meters left. I don't know. Okay, so that is my first whip. And here is my last whip. This is Knit for Brains on Etsy. And this is my penguono. You guys, I'm obsessed with this thing. So I said last week, it's like, well, I hope I'll get like 2 welts done. Oh, pass, Lisa. You don't know what you're talking about. I was obsessed. I think I worked on this for 2 days straight. I didn't work on anything else. I might have worked on socks in the evening because this is a project that's like, ooh, I don't know if I want to work on this at night just because of the construction and... Oh, my word. Okay, you guys ready? I did show like half progress on my Instagram. It's like, I want to share it on Instagram, but I was like, well, what about my podcast peeps? Oh, I finished both welts and part of the side panel and this side panel. Oh, look at that. that's better for color, at least for this section. And there's my welts. Oh, I wish you guys could squish this. This is 3 strands of fingering weight held double, welted. Oh, it's like, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, yep, this is a hot pink, and this is a very, there's like pale yellow, and then there's like a lime, or not a lime, like a highlighter yellow in there. So it's really blowing out, but there's like some pink speckles in there. So yes, I finished 4 sections this week. Bam! So now, oh, my wash just pulled some of my hair out. Ouch. Yeah. So now I'm going to work on this side. And I think I'm working on this part that goes up the armpit. On the side and up the armpit. And I think I'm gonna do black. Just to do something that's very dark and contrasty. Since I've kind of got, you know, what's this, like unicorn barf? Penguona is what it's looking like right now. So I have some Stroll black, and I think that's what I'm going to use for these sections. It's just a little rectangle. I know my shapes. That's going to go up this, and I think it's going to go up the sleeve too. So now it's getting kind of like, ooh man, this is where it's going to get tricky. So I think I have that small rectangle part, and then I have another section like this, and then we're doing the front side. I don't know. But all I know is that I'm loving it. It is so fun to knit. So far so good. The welts were easy peasy. I did welts in one of his shawls before. And this time I went through and I picked up all the stitches on the back before I knit them together. And it took a little bit more time, but to knit them together, it was easy. That stitch marker is just marking the front, but now I really don't need that anymore, but we're just going to leave it in there. But yep, this is my Penguono. I'm using all scraps, minis, whatever my heart's desires. I was going to have these 2 panels match right here and here, and I'm like, nope, we're not doing that. I'll have the part that goes up the armpit. Those will both be black. But then we're just going to go crazy. And after I was doing the seed stitch, and I was telling you guys that it was hurting my hands. But once I got to this part in the welts, nothing. Either my hands got used to it, or I took the advice of trying to take breaks. Or yeah, maybe it was just the seed stitch that was really bugging my hands. With the 10 and a half. I think I'm using 10 and a half. 10 and a half. Yep, 10 and a half. 6.5 millimeters. But oh my word, I love it. So yeah, this is, yeah, I'm like, oh, I'll just work on it for an hour on Tuesday, and nope, it turned into an all-day event. So Tuesday I finished one side of the welts and then one panel, and then Wednesday I finished the other welts and the other panel. And then after that I'm like, okay, I need to work on socks. So this is probably why my socks for the summer sock camp will get put on hold a little bit, because I can't not work on that. I love it too much. So we'll see if I can try to work on it just an hour a day. An hour a day. What is going on here? There we go. Try to work on it for an hour a day. or maybe just in the mornings. Depends on how obsessed I get. But anyway, I love it. All right, that is all my knitting. That's it. Okay, now let's do my stash. My rest of my Yarn Cafe Creations, My Little Pony Advent. Then this week it went out with a bang. It did. Oh, I love every single one of these. Okay. I'm not going to read the names of these. It's button something. But this was 25. This was Mondays. This one's Granny Smith. This was Tuesdays. Oh my word. Yes, 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 yes. Green. Oh, that's good right there. Oh, it's beautiful. Wednesdays. Wabam. Look at that pink. Ooh, and that lime green and yellow and orange. Hot orange. This is Baby Palm Tree. Wednesday. Thursday. Oh, I love Thursday. Don't know what that is. Whoa. We have some bright neon green. Yes, yes, yes. Thursday. Winter snow. Yes. Tealy aqua. Love it. Friday. Friday was like, ooh. Superhero. This is giving me fall vibes. Love it. And this is today's Strawberry Reef. Which I'm like, okay. If it's strawberry, I would think it's like red. But we got yellow and green and blue. Teal. So that was today's. So that's it. That is the rest of the minis. Sad. That's okay. Christmas will be here before I know it, and it will be Advent. I don't know what the word was called. I got too many Advents. I did buy one skein of yarn this week. But I already planned on buying this way before my yarn diet was struck upon me. The Cozy Knitter had her Advent skein listed. I don't know if she still has them. If not, don't worry. I'm sure she's going to do a second round. But I had to get that. I've got it for the past like 3 years. I had to get it. So that's what I bought this week. Other than that, I didn't buy anything else. So, Desert Vista Dye Works. I was going to show this last time, but it was over yonder, and I'm plugged in, and microphone, and I just couldn't get up and go get it. So this is what I'm going to do for the August Desert Vista Dye Works socks. This is a sock blank. This was last year's, if you did all 12 months, this was the free skein. And it was a sock blank, and I'm like, whoa, I don't know how to knit a sock blank, so I'm just going to go for it. It's very rainbowy. So I said last week where I was going to do 2 at a time socks. That's not going to happen. I changed my mind. A viewer, Lauren, I think her name's Lauren. Lauren from Granite State Yarns podcast. I think that's her podcast. She mentioned that if you do them 2 at a time, they might tangle. And I'm like, you know what? You're probably right. So I think I'm going to wind them. This is it's a double knit sock blank. So there's two strands when you pull it apart. Obviously I started already, but so there's 2 strands. So I'm going to rip them apart, wind them in balls, see how long that takes me. If it takes me too long, I'll just knit them from there. If it doesn't take me that long, then after that I might put them in cakes and just do it. So, yeah. It's going to take a little more effort, but I don't know if I can knit. If it was a single strand sock blank, I probably would have just knit from the sock blank. But since it's double knit, I can see myself getting frustrated. So we're just going to take the time today. Tomorrow's the 1st, so we're going to take the time today and just wind these up, cake them up, and just go from there. So this is one of my next cast-ons. So thank you, Lauren, for that suggestion, because you probably saved me some frustration later. Okay. What do we talk about now? I'm trying to make this shorter, but obviously I'm at 35 minutes and I'm not done yet. Okay, we'll do reading and watching real fast. Reading, I finished 2 books. Klara and the Sun. I love that one. Read that one. Go read it. It's good. I don't want to give too much away, but I loved it. I did that on audio. The next books I finished was The Heart Goes Last. That one was weird. I liked it, but it went, it was like those Stephen King books. You start like, okay, I could see this happening in real world. And then all of a sudden, does a 380 or a 380, not a 380, a 360. And you're like, what? That's what this book did. I still enjoyed it. But yeah, it got weird. It had a happy ending, so that was good. Yeah, so that's it for reading. Yeah, I did The Heart Goes Last. I did that on my Kindle. Yes, so I have to pick out another audiobook and another Kindle book. I'll probably do that today at some point. For watching, we are still watching Vikings Season 4, Volume 2. We've got, I want to say 3 episodes left for Season 4. So we're getting there. We're chugging along. I love it. I don't want to give too much away, but there was a big, I knew it was happening. I'm like, oh, now I'm sad. A certain character passed away. I was like, oh, I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't want to see it. I'm not going to give any spoilers because, I don't know, there's probably people that haven't watched it yet, like me. We finished Merlin Season 2. I love that show. It's pretty good. Since we finished Merlin, I think we're going to start Stranger Things Season 3. But we're going to have to watch all of the discs, or Netflix DVDs, the physical discs, before we start watching Stranger Things. So then when those are in the mail, we'll watch Stranger Things. And then when they come back in the mail, we'll watch Vikings. That is how we do things. And so once we finish Vikings, we are going to cancel our Netflix DVD subscription. They are coming from New Jersey. It's taking 4 or 5 days in the mail. Yeah, it's not worth it anymore. So, but, and then we're going to get Paramount, I believe. We'll see. But I feel like it's going to be, we still have 2 seasons of Vikings left. And with the way the mail is, and Netflix is, it might be fall before we're finished with everything. Well, I'm excited for Paramount, you guys. Cartoons and trashy TV. Oh, can't wait. So that's it for reading and watching. I did my stash down stats. Now we're going to do real quick my knitting planner for August. My little mandrake stitch marker, or not stitch marker, bookmark. So I have my whips, my penguono, and my Felici socks, but my Felici socks might be done today. We'll see. I have about 100 rows left in a toe. I don't know. I guess it depends on how long it takes me to do that, wind that Desert Vista dye works. So yeah, I just put on all the stuff that I want to cast on. I got my Desert Vista dye works. So I have some Night Owl fibers, Harry Potter socks that I want to make. I have some coloring book yarns. Those are going to be for my friend. My Star Wars cowl. I'm going to start that on my birthday, which is the 17th. Oh, I'm getting old. It's okay. And my Cozy Memories blanket. I'm going to cast on August 26th. Because that's my daughter's birthday, and it's her blanket. And then I put another pair of Felici down here, because I feel like they're going to be at least 3 shorties. And my DVDs, I'm probably just going to do long socks for me, because I don't know if I'm going to like working on that sock blank, and I don't want to do 2 shorties, because I don't know if I'm going to like the kinky yarn. Ramen noodle yarn, is that what they call it? Ramen noodle yarn? I don't know if I'm going to like working with that, so... Yep. And I'm unsure about how to do my penguono over here, how to mark that, because I don't really want to tell myself that I have to finish one section in a week, because some of these sections are getting a lot bigger. So I'm unsure about how I'm going to do this. I don't know if I'm going to have like, maybe put 5 ones down here and just cross them off for like my 1 hour of knitting. Maybe I'll do that for the week, because these are just by weeks. And then I have my socks listed out in the order I want to complete them. And then this is my maintenance knitting. My penguono and socks are going to be my morning knitting. My afternoon knitting is going to be socks. And my evening knitting is going to be socks or my cowl whenever I cast on. So yeah. And then I'm going to do my yarn, my July yarn, in and out. So I'm keeping track of what comes in and what comes out of my stash. Look, out is longer than in. Good job, good job. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skeins went bye-bye out of my stash. Technically, only 2 skeins came in. I got 2 skeins, then I got 2 mini. I like to call them yarn nuggets. Minis. My real one, and then my Franken sock kit. So I'm going to say 2 skeins in, 6 skeins out. So I'm going to keep track of that again for next month. I'm just going to keep on going. I know it's my birthday month, and now I can't buy yarn. This is torture. Maybe I'll splurge and just get 1 skein or something. It is my birthday. Dang it. Life stuff real fast. It's hot. It's going to get hotter, and I don't like it. So we will see how much knitting I get done. I think like Wednesday or Thursday, they're saying like 96, 97. Oh my word. And our little air conditioner cannot handle that. So probably we're going to have to set our air to probably 85. Oh, it's going to be a bad day. I'm going to be really grumpy that day. I'm hoping that maybe as the day goes on, the temperature will lower and it won't be that hot. But I'm like, oh my word, that's way too hot. Yep, so it's going to be hot this week. Other than that, nothing really much going on. Yeah. Just knitting. I really don't have any knitting goals this week. Probably finish these Felici socks, definitely. Other than that, I don't really have any goals. Just keep on going. Just keep on working on that penguono. I would love to finish that in August. But I don't know. It's a lot of knitting. We'll see. Yeah, I think that's it. I really don't have anything else. Nope, nothing. Just weather for life stuff. Yes, oh, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the episode. Oops. So if you're still with me, thank you. Thank you to all of the comments for my daughter's llamas that I showed last week. She was so happy with all the comments. So you guys made her day. Thank you. She didn't want me to show anything today. I don't know if it's, I don't know. She didn't want me to. I don't know. But she finished an octopus, and then she's working on, I made a pattern for Dr. Mario pills. So she's learning now how to change colors in between a piece. So I showed her that. She's working on that, and so far so good. So yeah. So I don't know, maybe next week I'll show some stuff if she wants. I don't know. I don't want to, you know, if she doesn't want to show it, then that's fine. But I just want to give you a little crochet update. My daughter's crochet update. Okay, I think that's it. Also, I have a link for my Ko-Fi account down below if you want to donate / support my podcast. Buy me a coffee. I think that's what it's called. Buy me a coffee. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them right down there. I love reading them. And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.